Some people get raised by love. Some get raised by war. Some get raised by silence so loud it echoes for years. This is for the ones who learn to walk alone, because nobody ever walked with them. He grew up in a world with the loudest ones, never said anything real. And the quiet ones carried galaxies nobody bothered to feel. He learned early that compassion was a language most people forgot, that loving too deeply gets you labeled as too much, gets you pushed out, gets you misunderstood on the spot. He wasn't built for comfort, never fit the mold they praised. He thrived in chaos and the pressure in the nights that left most people dazed. While others hoarded what they had, he gave until it hurt, and somehow still got treated like he was the one doing dirt. He wasn't clingy, he wasn't needy, he was human, and the world punished him for it. This one's for the ones who walk alone, the ones who sleep in shelters, the ones who lost their home, for the ones who love too deeply in a world that turned to stone. Yeah, this one's for the broken who still carry on their own. Yeah, cry if you need to, scream if you need to. The world ain't been fair, but it ain't gonna defeat you. He learned the hardest truth: family ain't always safe. Sometimes the ones who share your blood are the first to take your place. Sometimes they show up hollow, present but not alive, walking bodies with empty eyes, who don't even try to understand what keeps you fighting to survive. He knew what it felt like to be let down by the ones who were supposed to lift him up, to watch someone he once admired turn cold, turn controlling, turn into a stranger who acted like love was something you had to earn by folding. And that pain, it doesn't fade, it settles in the bones like a winter that overstayed. This one's for the ones who walk alone, the ones who sleep in shelters, the ones who lost their home, for the ones who love too deeply in a world that turned to stone. Yeah, this one's for the broken who still carry on their own. Yeah, you ain't weak, you ain't wrong, you ain't crazy, you ain't gone. Oh, you're the fire in the night that keeps the hopeless holding on. Yeah, he chased God through mania, through terror, through euphoria so bright. It felt like heaven cracked open and poured light into his sight. But the crash was violent, it twisted truth and lies until he couldn't tell the difference between revelation and disguise. People told him don't take meds, just pray. Others said take the meds, it's the only way. But none of them lived inside his skull, none of them felt the ricochet of thoughts that hit like bullets on the darkest kind of day. So we chose stability, not surrender, not defeat. Just a man who wants to breathe without shaking in his seat. He still lashes out, still breaks down, still says things he regrets, still says things he means with a fire he won't forget. But he's learning to speak again, learning to roar again, learning that silence was never meant to be his friend. Yeah. He ain't the villain, he ain't the saint, he's the man in the middle, trying hard not to faint, trying hard not to break in the world built on fake, trying hard to stay real when realness is what they take. He spent years shrinking, years whispering, years letting the world talk over him like he was nothing. But something snapped, not in anger, not in madness, but in clarity. He realized he'd been silenced by preachers, teachers, bosses, leaders, people who thought authority meant superiority, people who should have sat down and listened for once. Instead of preaching maturity, he's done being the fish in the wrong tank, done being the quiet one who never gets thanks, done letting people who don't know his soul tell him who he is or what he can't control. He's rising now, not with violence, not with rage, but with a voice that refuses to stay caged. This one's for the ones who walk alone, the ones who sleep in shelters, the ones who lost their but damn, you're still strong.